Welcome back to Lawhammer. It's the Lawhammer WaaaAGH
Whoa!
I'm the war boss, Big Boss Marcus. Now I'm going to save my voice, but hey, we're doing an RPG, an orc-themed Freeboota RPG. Who's we? Joining us, the game master that I've only just kind of gotten to know in that level, but I've really enjoyed. Court, welcome.
Yeah, dude, so excited for this. This is going to be great. I will be leading you guys in the fun adventures that we've got going on tonight. So, yeah,
I can't
excited.
wait to just hand my imagination over to you, and you can just play with it, pull some strings around. Oh, yes.
Yeah, let's see who makes it.
The other two, we got with us Gerald, war boss himself.
Who's ready for a good crumpet, lads?
Nice, yes. We also got Logan joining us.
I'm going to save the voice because I'm going to mess it up 1,000 times. But what's up, everybody?
Yeah, I didn't use my real voice, so I chose a different one myself, you know.
I was practicing ahead of this, and I kept going French, and I know that's not right, but it's going to happen, so just be ready for that.
I'm going to need to hear this.
I am a weird boy, so it'll come out at some point.
Oh, God.
Part of my character arc, I'm French.
I can't wait. I've always wanted to do a Freeboota RPG, and I can't wait. But before we do that, we'll just do some real quick housekeeping. Come join the Discord. There's links in the description below. You can keep up to date with what we're up to, hang out with us, chat, all that kind of fun stuff. And also definitely join the Patreon. We got a lot of messages from people saying that they love the last RPG that we did and all the kind of wackiness we got up to. But hey, if you like that, just donate $1. Go donate some bucks to us, and then we can keep these kind of fun things going. And then also, if you're a Patreon member, you get ad-free versions and access to the live stream. So lots of fun. Come hang out. All right, Court, what the heck's Freeboota Ork RPG?
Yes, so just a little backstory here. For those of you guys who remember, we did our fun Morkborg adventure, Morkborg. We called it Morkborg 40K about a month ago, where I took this fantastic game system called Morkborg, and we 40K-ified it. And I basically took the rules, made it work for 40K, the theme and whatnot, and we ran a fun dungeon crawl. So after the success of that, Mark, you and I chatted about what the possibilities were to make something maybe orky.
You wet my whistle. I'm like, I need a little bit more, please.
What else we got? So I think, I said, yes, let's do something else. And your instant reaction was Ork Freebootas. You knew it, right away.
Yeah, I felt it, man. Ever since I was a child, I always wanted to just go looting and pillaging the galaxy. So,
yeah. So for those who maybe aren't up to snuff on it, so freebooters are basically the pirates of orcs. So the mercenaries, they kind of hired guns. They usually are some sort of offshoot from their clan. They maybe have been misfits before, kind of been outcast, or just decided to leave and do their own thing. Yeah, as you can see here on the screen, if you're one of our Imperial Tide members, there it is. There's a freebooter. It is literally pirate orc. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. So yeah, we're going to kind of run like a piratey adventure. And with that, because Morkborg is such a great system, an easy system to kind of just adapt to what you want, because it's a rules light, heavy everything else system. I actually looked at the system that's a kind of like a offshoot of it. That's, I don't know what you'd call it. It's like an official compatible version, and it's called Orkborg. Now, you would think that this is perfect. We'll just run this and go with it. To be honest, I bought this book, Orkborg. It's gorgeous. It's fucking beautiful. It's 30 pages of just art and masterpiece. I love it. However, I didn't think it fit the super vibe of what we were going for, because there's a lot of custom things in here that's obviously their own terminology, and it just doesn't. It wasn't 40k for me. Like one of the music slugs, as it were, they call it. There's literally, if you roll a 2, it's called Slug Fuckers Inc. And I just don't think that's very 40k. So it's rad, but it feels like its own thing. So I wanted to honor 40k in this. So I did not use the Ork Borg system. Instead, we are using Pirate Borg. Now, Pirate Borg is made by Limithron, and I forget the gentleman's name, but it's a fantastic system. And I know Mark's bringing it up here. The guy who created it is just super talented. He's coming out with more stuff. It's honestly bigger than Morkborg in terms of book size. Like it's probably 3 times the amount of pages. It's very deep in its own lore, but I really liked kind of the adventures and the system that they had going. So I adapted Pirate Borg to be the system that we're using tonight, which again is just Morkborg, but with a pirate vibe. And so we're using Morkborg with a 40k vibe, Pirate Borg with a 40k vibe. So yeah, Grimaldus, great comment here. Orcs are for real space rednecks, and they will forever hold a place in your heart, as they do ours. Yep. Yeah. Now, so what I've done is I've taken one of the Pirate Borg adventures. We're gonna 40k-ify it here. Keep in mind that when we play this, I want it to be in that flavor. We're gonna make some fun, goofy choices. These guys are going to, make decisions that maybe an orc wouldn't completely make, or maybe would really be fucking spot on. But we're just having fun with it. This is not a 40k specific RPG. We've just made it this way. So I'm excited. Yeah. And I will say this, the chat, you guys may be part of this at some point, maybe not tonight, but what I'm going to need is I'm going to need some input from you guys in later scenarios, or later sessions rather, for this. I have thrown a couple shout outs in the adventure here to 2 of our Imperial Tithe members. I may do that more often. I will call you out now and just say, if you guys come up with a really cool character name and throw it in the chat, I may incorporate that in our next session. So,
nice.
Yeah, chat's going to be involved. But let's jump into your guys' characters. So I've given you guys the options here of what kind of orc you want to be. I have not told these guys like the scenario. So I've given them just a teeny heads up on what's going to kind of take place. But I basically created the stats of each of these characters, gave them a nice fancy schmancy character sheet that I custom created, and said, you guys can fill in the rest. Like here's stats and a few other things, but go wild. As you can see here, Mark's put it up. So this is one of the character sheets that we created, and I let them fill in the gear and the description. Everything is misspelled per the orc way. So the main things you guys are going to see as far as stats go is going to be strength, speed, presence, and tough. So as we play this, I'm going to call for certain rolls, and this is a D20 system, but it's a difficulty rating of 12. So what that means is most tests that these guys need to pass on a D20, they're going to roll that, and they need to meet or beat a 12. Now, their ability modifiers can change that, obviously. So if we look at, let's say we'll look at, who's pretty strong here? Gerald. I think Gerald's character is pretty strong. He's got a +1 in strength, and that's with an F, strength. If I ask him to take a strength test, he's going to roll a D20, and he's going to add his +1 to his result. Now, if he gets a 12 or higher, including his ability modifier, he will succeed and something cool will happen. If he crits, it's going to be even better. So we're going to go over crits and complete crit fails as well when it happens. But other things to note is each of these guys has 1 to 2 special skills or powers that they can basically do like once per session, or it's a fun little thing that they're able to interact with that will give them kind of a leg up. Everybody has their own individual health, which is spelled HELLTH. Everybody has their own specific class that was kind of created with their powers, their own armor, weapons, and a favor of Mork. So,
or Gork.
Or Gork, yes. I put favor of Mork specifically just because I think that was it was from a Warhammer Invasion card that I used to play in the Warhammer Invasion LCG days. But, so the favor of Mork is, if you guys were familiar with our Morkborg scenario, it's basically like you spend it and you're able to do a few different things. So this represents the kind of the favor of the orc gods, Gork and Mork, but also kind of the collective ability that the orcs have psychically. So we all know that, like, there's the dumb, stupid ideas of, like, I don't even want to name things just in case it happens in the scenario, but like the orcs are very psychically in tune, kind of like unknowing. And so dumb shit happens and it's really cool. So we're kind of using this as a, like, it's your ability to make stupid shit happen. So with, the favor of Mork. So what they can do is these PCs, their players, they can spend a favor to deal maximum damage with one attack, or re-roll a dice, anybody's, their own, mine, another player's, whatever. They could also use it to lower damage dealt to them by D6, or they can neutralize a crit or a fumble. If a crit happens against them, they can neutralize it and it does not do the extra effect. If they fumble, neutralizes, does not have the extra effect. Or they can lower one single test by -4. So instead of having to hit a 12 up or whatever the difficulty rating is, it's 8 up or whatever the number is -4. Yeah. So crits will be good unless it's against you guys. If you hit 0 HP, you're not dead. You are broken. BROK''N. Broken.
Look at this guy. He thinks he knows how to spell.
It's a broken. And then
He just rocket that one.
Oh, by the way, this entire fucking week, like as I've been prepping for this, all I've wanted to do is like a Michael Caine voice as like an orc, just like, Michael Caine. We're gonna play this orc adventure. And I can't do it very well, but I've been watching. Like, I just think of Michael Caine as an orc. Now, say here. We're gonna play this orc adventure. Michael Caine. Anyways,
Sit down.
So, all right. I think that's enough of the rules just to see how things go. But yes, we are going to dive into this RPG. So why don't we do some character intros? Let's start with the man himself, Mark. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your character, what you decided to go with, and why, and maybe give us. Why don't you give us some of your powers and skills and things too?
Yeah, so the character I'm going with this time, his name is Gubbins, and he is a wiry with a crooked grin, quick hands, and quicker feet, forever skittering in the shadows of bigger bosses. Once the first of his late captain, a title that still he brags about, he now roams masterless, seeking a new boss to serve or betray, if loot's better. Cunning and slippery and shameless, Gubbins excels at snabbing, steaking, and looting.
Now, he's a grot, correct? So, like, he's not an orc necessarily.
No, I am just a grot, and I didn't want to, break out my grot voice yet, but since I have it, I'm Grottins! And it's going to be an awful time for everyone's ears. So.
Oh, man. That's great.
My strength is really good, -2, but my speed is +3, so, win-win. And then presence, 0, tough, -1. My skills are sneaky git. I'm not going to tell what it does yet because only a sneaky git doesn't reveal his secrets or whatever. And small target, so I'm just hard to hit. And I don't really have war gear. I got a shooter, a 6-shooter, and a shanka, so pretty neat.
Sweet. Cool. Love it. So that is Grubbins. All right. Let's get down to Gerald here. If you guys have special skills that you don't want to read out yet, that's fine. That's fine. We just keep it to ourselves and see what happens, baby.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So, I'm playing an orc called Graf Mangler. I'll put up a description of him. Once an infamous mad dog of the Goths clan, Graf faced embarrassment and exile when one too many head transplants went awry with his war boss. Now he wanders as a member of the Flash Gets for Hire, not just for teeth, but for the promise of experimentation on captured loot.
I love
Simple as.
I love that you said look, just one too many head swaps. Like, how many is that? At what point do you go, we got to stop this? Like, he keeps fucking this up.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 2 plus 1.
Awesome.
For his skills, he has something called the crack shot. When you shoot, you may choose to fire up to 3 shots at D4 damage or 1 shot at the weapon's normal damage rating. Targets must be within 10 feet of each other.
Cool.
And see here, got metal and scrap plate armor, a nice schnazzer gun, and a chopper. And I'll name 2 of his 3 pieces of gear. I'll leave the third one as a special little secret. Cord knows what I'm talking about because I messaged him this privately. So the first one
It's a nice. So the first one is a nice little beard squig. He's got a likely dead squig surgically grafted to his chin to prevent theft or misplacement. And then the second one is called the Buzzer.
let me pull up the description.
Dude, my
for it.
face hurts from smiling already. This is so
I
good.
know, eh?
The Buzzer, a cutting implement meant for surgical procedures, but also used for hacking into secured thingies.
And I have in parentheses, a failed dice roll may result in the loss of a digit.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then the third one, like I said, I'll keep a secret.
Lovely. I'm excited. Yeah, so we've got a failed pain boy, flash git, graph mangala. Love it. Last but not least, let's bring it over to my man Logan. What do we got? You sent me a little just teaser and I got really excited. So tell us what we got, Logan. Who are you playing?
I am Marcius, the only member of the Pretty Bird Guild. I am a weird boy who has this peacock hat upon his head. It talks to me, but no one believes me.
Okay. Yeah.
I broke the DM.
Oh,
That is a weird boy.
That's not that hard to do.
My skills and power. I can jump. I can jump.
why do you sound like a Muppet? Like, I just see like a little
I don't know.
like orc
It
play,
went
like,
up it.
ah!
I told you it could be wildly
so good.
inconsistent.
Did
However the peacock whispers in my ear, that's what I'm going to
did you
sound like.
practice
The
this?
Michael Caine discussion is what set it
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. Did you practice this with Liz? Like, is this Liz approved?
No, she has no clue what I'm doing.
So she's hearing you like scream from the closet.
Yeah.
Just at this point.
Yeah, she's just hearing me yell for nothing. No, because you're Lord Farquaad just trying to support.
Nice.
Name all that. Thank you. I have strength +1, speed 0. I'm gonna say this wrong every time. Presence. I hate that. I'm dyslexic, and when you spell things so wrong, I can't even sound it out right. I just like,
Yep.
I'm stuck. So presence is +2.
Mm-hmm.
The gear I have is my peacock hat. It talks to me. I have leather armor, plate, and fur, which apparently is -2. And my weapon is a staff, and I can blast things that are D8 feet away. I love the inconsistency because that's going to be fun.
Nice.
And also, for super metagaming, I have peacock dice.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
So they will also be speaking to me.
Cool.
Man, that is a character all of a sudden to play with.
We weren't ready for that.
I was not.
I
ready.
told you, I warned you guys last night. I'm like, this is the energy I'm
Yeah.
bringing, and no one understood what I meant.
Yeah, you warned us with a fucking meme of like a dude wearing a peacock feather and just like, and he's got like the deal with it shades on, like the thug life shades on. It's perfect. It's great.
Was I wrong?
No, no, you won't. And I'll tell you this. Every now and then I'm just going to try and break it.
You don't talk to me like that!
Oh, man.
I didn't know we signed up for Muppets 40K edition.
Neither did I, but I think you doing that voice made me change my voice.
That's great.
I lost the French and this came out, so
no.
I have to remember to semi be Kermit the Frog. The French will come back when I forget that I'm Kermit, but we'll get there.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, any questions before we get going? No?
None.
Good. All right.
Let's dive right in.
God Emperor Kermit in Muppets 40K. Buzz. Good comment. Very good.
My sons, we will reclaim the galaxy.
We will be shouting out some fun comments throughout this episode. If you guys who are on the chat, part of the Imperial Tithe, comment on what's happening and just make it fun. This will be great. As I said before, we will get the chat involved in somehow, some way with our adventure. May not be completely in this session, but in the future sessions, we definitely will. So if you're listening to this now and you're not part of the Imperial Tithe, please, please, please jump on. We want you to join us and be part of this as we record live. So, all right, gentlemen, here we go. You are all on board a small raiding ship. Small, generally, we'll say that sense because you're all orcs. The ship is called De Lovin' Mother. And for the past few months, you've been raiding in the Vistalon Fazaldis sector for months. I'm going to say that name again. The Vistalon Fazaldis sector. You've been seizing cargo ships, Imperial merchant freighters, catching them off guard. Every now and then you find some smaller vessels filled with what you guys refer to lovingly as blue-skinned gun runts, and they make for easy smashing. Now, we find ourselves on the main deck. Green energy bolts are flying, shrapnel's flying apart everywhere. There is complete and utter damage, destruction, and chaos happening. You hear your fellow orc comrades, about 15 others, just screaming, going at it. You hear the clang of metal against metal. You hear servos moving and like gears clicking. You see a kind of a small horde-ish warband of dark metal, what looks like skeletons charging your way, green energy blasting through the smoke-filled air. You've been caught unaware, or maybe you started this fight. You're not sure. It doesn't matter. You're in it now, and here we go. You can see slightly out what would be like a porthole, and there's another ship docked to yours. It's sleek, gunmetal, and glowing green in certain areas. You hear your captain, Becklin Waznasha, scream at the top of his lungs, yelling for faster, heavier, bigger fight, all for the Krumpen. He charges in, his big, giant pirate hat and huge boots stomping on the metal deck. He swings his huge choppa, his one left arm that is formed into a huge bolt cannon is firing off rounds into these metal skeletons, and they come at you, and we pan over and we see a flash get mid-action, and we're going to cut to Gerald. Gerald, tell us a little bit about what you look like and what's going on in this scenario and what you're doing.
So, Graf is a typical pain boy looking individual, even though he's now a flash git. He still wears a very heavily blood-stained white lab coat and fashions himself a black glove, black boots, and got himself some nice goggles
And a shiny light bulb on his head.
and so he's listening to his captain's orders, and he's just stomping in, bringing out his gun, and he just starts firing,
Cool.
cackling as he does so.
Awesome. You've got two what look to be kind of warrior types walking up to you, guns in hand, firing, narrowly missing you. I'm going to give you the go ahead and give you an option here to attack or make an action if you'd like. But they're about 15 feet away, kind of slowly marching your way.
The war boss wants a bigger fight. Time to make a nice shot with my gun.
All right, here we go. Is this going to be our first roll of the night? So we're going to, you've got two coming at you. I believe you do have a fun little option to shoot both of them with your skills, I think.
You know what? Yeah, we'll kick off the session with a strong one.
I'm gonna enact my crack shot skill.
All right. So we're going to do a presence check, I believe. This will be for shooting. So you're going to fire off this weapon and try and hit both of these Necron warriors right in the chest.
I forgot to mention my orc stats earlier. I got a strength of +1, a speed of -1, presence and tough are both +1.
All right.
So presence check.
Yes, please.
1d20. Ooh, 6.
Ooh, okay. You get 2 shots or multiple shots on this?
Let's see here. When you shoot, you may choose to fire up to 3 shots at d4 damage or 1 shot at the weapon's normal damage rating. Targets must be within 10 feet of each other. So I'll do the 3 shot.
Okay, so one goes wide,
one.
flies over the metallic skull, and then we're going to shoot the other one.
Okay. 13 plus 1, so it's 14.
Yep, that'll do.
All right. 1 hit.
We're going to go ahead and it's going to, how much damage?
D4 damage. 1.
Okay. It pings against the metallic chest plate, and you notice that it kind of incinerates part of the chest there, but kind of bounces off. It does recoil a little bit, but it still marches at you and starts bringing up its rifle there, pointed at you. We're going to cut over across the deck there, and we're going to see this I would almost say beautiful Morkius with a feathered one. He's got this feather coming up from his hat, and he is doing some wild shit. What do we got going on, Morkius? What are you doing here?
It's not just the feather; it's basically the whole peacock.
Oh,
is on his
Okay.
Yeah.
But he does have other feathers that he's collected and put on his cloak, so it's just he's a hot mess of feathers. But he gazes upon the shiny skeleton men, things glowing green. The hat is whispering, "Lick the green." But I know that is wrong, and my captain wants crumpins, so I must blast them.
Yikes.
The Lupercall TV's comment of Fozzie Bear, like, it's so good. I think you meant Fozzie Bear. Anyways, yes. Okay, so you know what? Here's what you...
Was that for my voice, or was that for Fuzz and Grimalda's?
I don't know, but Fozzie Bear is what comes to mind with the voice, too. You've seen some of these skeletal warriors stomping through your deck here. You see your comrades fighting, almost like smiles and snarls coming off of their big teeth as they rush in. However, what you see coming out of the smoke is much bigger than what everybody else is dealing with. You see a tripod of legs scattering and skittering towards you, holding what looks to be a single bright green blade, held in both of its what you could maybe call arms. And it sees you, and it's running, and it's going to start trying to swing at you. You have about 10 to 15 feet to close this gap. But yeah, this thing is kind of running at you, looking to lop off your head.
There are masts I can see, right?
What do you mean?
on our ship? Can I see any masts or high points around me?
Yeah, there's like some stairs that kind of go up to like a mid deck. So think of it like you guys are on the bridge or the kind of the main area here.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide, do I jump and get high ground, or do I try to blast him with my staff?
I would say you're probably...
How close is he?
He's 15 feet away, closing the gap. If
can't blast him
if you want to be kind of close to what would be kind of the command deck, it's basically like 10 feet above where you're at, because your ceiling is 40 feet tall, or how it's 40 feet above you, rather. It's quite high. You guys are orcs, big, but you could probably jump and make it to the next deck up.
Physically jump or jump?
Oh,
because that's why I was asking how high things are, because I want to jump. Jump.
What does your jump do again?
I can teleport anywhere within line of sight.
Yeah. How many times can you do this?
Yeah. Once per second. Never mind. All right, we're gonna wait for him to get 8 feet away, and then we're gonna blast him with the staff.
Okay. Yeah, he's closing that gap. These tripod legs coming at you.
We got a 17.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, actually, it'd be a 19 with the +2 modifier.
Of your presence?
So 19.
Okay.
Yes, of my presence.
Cool. 19, and then I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. What's the damage on that?
It is D4.
Okay. Roll it. Oh God.
It's 1.
A blast of energy comes from your staff, and you see it kind of like stop in its tracks, and then the energy dissipates, and his eyes glow brighter with the green, and he just charges at you. In fact, he's going to take a swing. He's going to take a swing at you. So he was coming down with this big hyperphase blade, as it were, coming down at you. So he's going to try and hit you. Let's see.
You said his eye is glowing green now?
It's just that normal, the green glow that you'd see kind of coming out, but like it's hyper focused on you.
The hat is whispering, "The eye is here." Like the green.
Oh man. So let's see. He's going to swing down. So go ahead and give me a speed roll. You're going to try and dodge out of this.
17.
Okay. Swing, and it misses. You dodge out of the way, and it comes down and gets stuck a little bit in the deck. And he's about to pull this up, but you guys are basically face to face at this point. Okay. We're gonna. Yeah. What do you got?
Can I lick his eye? Can I lick his eye as an action?
Give me a DR 10 roll. Yeah, no, not a D10. I want a D20, but it's a difficulty rating of a 10. So you're gonna have to lick. Yeah.
Oh no, I got a 4.
What'd you get? A 4. You
4.
Okay. You lean in, and you're so focused on these green glowing eyes of this metallic skull, and you stick your tongue out, and you just almost get there, and he headbutts you. Boom! But you don't really feel it. You almost take it as like a challenge, like we're gonna try again. All right, but now
the hat says, "Ow."
We tilt down, and we start cruising through the metallic legs that are skittering and marching across this metallic deck. We see big stomping tree trunk sized legs of green and leather boots, and we come upon what looks to be something much smaller than an orc. It's a grot, and we see this green, very skinny, kind of sneaky creature, and that's going to be Grubbins. Grubbins, what are you doing here?
Grubbins yells across the battlefield. He's scurrying from place to place, just like picking up ammo, giving it to the next orc, keeping the best like shell casings for himself naturally. But I'm just helping out wherever I can. So if I see, somebody dropped his chopper, I'm running over and picking it up. Grubbins is there, don't you
Awesome. Okay. As you're gathering ammo and handing it to not only your captain but your fellow comrades, you kind of start seeing that the tide of this fight is kind of changing a little bit. It got a little bit too close for what these metallic skeletons wanted. You guys have closed in that gap, and this is where you start shining. So where they kind of maybe had the jump on you, you start seeing that there's definitely more energy, this kinetic kind of vibe in the air, that something's gonna happen, and you feel good about this. But as you pick up one of the big casings, kind of a shell, ready to hand it off to your fellow comrade, you see green bolts start shooting into the ground near you, and you're able to kind of dodge out of the way. But swinging down at you is one of these tall metallic skeletons, and it's got what appears to be like some sort of gun that has almost like a blade attached to it, and it's going to swing down at you. So it's going to go ahead and try and almost bash you with this blade into the ground. Go ahead and give me the speed check, and I think you're a little bit hard to hit, eh?
Yeah, so my speed is +3, and I rolled an 11, so 14 total.
Yep. Boom. You dodge right out of the way. In fact, you're able to kind of see what's going on here. I'm going to give you a fun little attack of opportunity. And so this metallic skeleton is he's smashed his blade weapon into the ground, and he's kind of emanating with this green glow. But you're right there, just inches from where his blade is.
So when it comes down, I slide and dive under its legs and try to pot shot up underneath it.
Ooh, okay. Cool. All right. Yeah, give me a presence check.
All right. So
And what are you shooting with?
I got a 6 shooter.
Cool.
And my roll is a 12 with no bonus.
Boom. Spot on. With how close you were, I would have probably said you only need a 10. So, bam. You fire off. Go ahead and give me a damage roll.
Only 1 damage.
Okay. Takes 1 damage. Yeah. So you see it go under the rib cage and kind of ignite, and you kind of see sparks a little bit start plinking out of this chest, this metallic rib cage. And since you're kind of fast enough, I'm going to go ahead and give you one more fun little action.
I'm going to look around real quick if there's anywhere for me to hide, whether it's jumping behind a corpse nearby or just whatever I can just evade into.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I would say there's some ammo crates, even maybe big kind of industrial chests that you'd be able to hide behind, probably within just 5 or 10 feet.
Yeah, so I'll quickly sprint over there and just hide behind it, back against the crates, just kind of now looking around for my next opportunity. I've already forgotten about that other thing. He'll never find me, in my head at least.
Sweet. Yeah. You guys see that with all the melee kind of happening, the numbers of these metallic skeletons start dropping. You start noticing that they really just kind of are. Some of them are mangled and spurting out sparks, laying on the ground, twitching even. And your captain is just this mighty barrel-chested orc with his big hat, and he's running through and hacking and shooting. But you start seeing that, you start feeling rather that kinetic energy that you kind of were excited about before. There's a rumbling on the deck. It's just, you can feel the ship is almost kind of at its, not just a breaking point, but it's not doing well. Something seems to be kind of zapping its energy, perhaps even kind of maybe firing upon it. You get this sense that it's just things are not going well for the ship itself. However, your fight is going well. It's going great. You see your captain firing off. He's yelling at all of you. He's a big dude. He can handle his own. In fact, you see him lop the heads off of multiple warriors, and even one of these tripod style bigger metallic skeletons. we are
crankers.
The two skeletal warriors that were on Graph are going to go ahead and fire 2 shots. And let's go ahead and do a speed check here for you. Let's do 2 of them.
Okay.
So the first one's going to fire off its fun Gauss weapon at you. Let's see if it hits.
Oh boy. First one's a 10 with a -1. And then the second one's a 6 with a -1.
Okay. Yeah, they're going to hit you. So let's see. What does your armor do?
Metal scraps and plates, -3.
Okay. So, wow. All right. So we're gonna see what this does for you. So the first one hits. You're gonna take 1 damage. So that the first bolt gets you, and it goes right where your armor ain't. It's gonna get you in the soft spot. The second one, you said it does -3 damage your armor. Cool. Let's see. The next one's not going to do anything. Yeah, it's gonna hit near that spot, but plink off of your armor there.
Ow, that hurt you, dirty clanker.
Yeah. They're coming at you. That gap is getting close. You're probably about 5 feet from them now, but they're just steadily marching towards you. I'm going to let you go ahead and do something.
You know what? I'm just going to charge in with my chopper.
Okay. All right. Do you want to swing at a specific one?
Whichever one hit me first.
All right.
I'm going to swing at him
He's
first.
the one on your right, so he's coming at you.
Yep. Okay, so I'm pointing the chop at him.
You first, you clanky git.
Okay. 14.
Ooh, good shot. And because you did just the single shot, you get a full weapon damage, I think, on that, right? Instead of your crack shot. Okay.
Yes.
So what's the
Yes.
damage on there?
D6 plus 2.
Ooh, jeez.
All right. So rolled a 4 plus 2, so rolled a 6.
All right. Let's see. He's gonna. Oh yeah, you're just gonna. This is aluminum. This metal's nothing. I mean, you are just slicing through this thing. You're feeling the beauty of this blade hacking through, and just servos and wires splitting as it goes. And you split him in twain. Just boom. Split in twain. Gone. Yeah.
No, you said Twain
Twain?
the first time.
Is it twain? Is it twain?
No, it's Twain.
Oh, okay.
Classy.
I like
What's that?
Twain
Yeah.
though.
It was but in twain. Sounds like I'm saying tweed, but with like a weird accent. I feel the need for tweed.
I thought I saw a pretty
So yeah, demolished. Cut this one down, and you can see now as you kind of all of you start observing the mangled bodies of these skeletal warriors and things. There's an energy that starts trying to almost like pull them together, and the one that you split is almost trying to like fuse itself back. Even a couple in the corners of this deck, this room, have risen up again and reformed, and they're now starting to come at you. But yeah, let's.
I start stomping on the one that's just trying to put itself back together.
Yeah.
No! Get down, I said stay down!
Cool. Let's go to Morkius. Morkius. You are face to face with a Scorpec destroyer, essentially.
Based. I am just going to take my staff, put it right under his chin, and try to just blow his head off.
All right. So you being so close and him being pretty big, I'm just going to do a DR, a difficulty rating of an 8 to hit.
An 8 to hit. All right, let's see. Can I get it for the nat 20?
Oh!
Can we get some nat 20s?
He got it. Okay. So just to remind you guys, since we did this in our previous Morkborg adventure, but with this, so for crits, which are nat 20s, by the way, if you're not an RPG folk, but so this with in an attack is going to give you double the damage, and it's going to reduce the defender's armor 1 tier. So it's basically going to kind of screw up their armor a little bit, so they're not going to block as much. So cool. You double damage. What do you got?
Do I roll 2d4 or just 1d4 and double it?
For this one, I'll let you roll. What do you want to do? I'll let you decide.
I want to roll 2.
Roll 2.
This is more
Roll
fun.
2.
We got a 1 and a 4.
Okay. Yeah, so you shove your staff under its skull, and again, your tongue is still kind of out as you're doing this, and boom, bolts of energy just blast through this thing. You could see kind of the servos and the metallic bits holding its neck together start almost vibrating, and they're glowing like red hot with the energy that you're putting out, and it starts cracking its neck and just malfunctioning almost. Yeah, that was fucking rad. And the knees start buckling a little bit, and he starts coming down to your level. So great roll.
I love that. Love that.
He is going to try and kind of bash you with its shoulder and just try and shove you off and maybe swing. So we're going to give you a bit of a shove here. Give me a speed check.
Speed check. 8.
Okay. Yeah, that metal's gonna hit you and try and shove you across. So what? How much armor, or what does your armor do?
My armor is -2, good sir.
Okay. So it's gonna do. Yeah, it's gonna shove you and hit you across a little bit, but you're basically gonna keep holding that staff kind of right under its chin. But you will slide and kind of stagger away about 5 feet. But it's not going to do any damage to you.
Begone, foul beast!
Oh, that's great. Then we zoom in and we see Grubbins, the grot, and he is hiding behind some crates, I believe.
Yeah.
What do you got going on, Grubbins? The battle is ensuing. You can feel the ship pretty well. You being one that kind of knows its nooks and crannies, and you know all the kind of little intricate details of the love and mother, you feel something's wrong. Something is happening, and something seems to be amiss. As you kind of look around, you can see the helm boy is really trying to kind of steer the ship aright, and he seems to be struggling. Something's going on here. What are you doing?
Okay, so I see that, and then I'm going to look if I can see the captain real quick.
Yeah, you see your beloved and feared captain, who's Becklin WAAAGH, and he's got 2 of these metallic skeletons trying to claw on him. He's got one on his back, one kind of on his arm, and he's hacking. But he's still shooting and he's blasting. He's still blasting. But you see, he's kind of starting to almost take a knee as things take over a little bit here. He's not struggling per se, but he's having to exude some more energy for sure.
Captain, there's something wrong with the ship, Captain.
I try yelling at him from across the battlefield. My grot voice goes next to nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm going to look around to the nearest orc and just go join that orc. So I look around, and who do I happen upon?
Yeah, you see 2 of your comrades, your shipmates. One's got a like a red checkered bandana coming down, and he's hacking and slashing. He's got 3 of these Necrons on him, but they're starting to overtake him. And in fact, you see a green bolt of energy burst through his chest as just this kind of like tube of energy surges through, and he's still screaming and he's still fighting, but he's starting to come down a little bit. You see another one to the left of you, and he's got 2 of these metal skeletal heads, and he's just bashing them together like a child with dolls, just boom, boom, smashing them together. But he's starting to take some shots too. He's starting to get some of that green energy shooting his way, and you see it start plinking off of his armor. In fact, one, as he just goes to bash these heads together and pulls away, blows his head clean off. Boom. Ooh. A spray of green ignites the air, and you feel it spray on your face. And he drops to the floor.
I kind of like that, actually. I'm nervous, though, after seeing all this happen, but I did like that.
Yeah.
What a way to go.
Grubbins has to get to safety.
And I'm going to kind of look around again. I'm not going to fight. I'm going to cower and look around for like a hiding hole, an air duct, or something of that kind of nature. And my thought is I want to try to get into like some type of duct work and then just crawl to the war boss, or crawl to the war boss ideally.
Okay, to your captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of dead center in this room, and you're like on the wall, the outskirts. You see, the big, beautiful peacock head of Morkius and his staff with just energy blazing through it. He's got his tongue sticking out. He's almost challenging this big metallic spider-looking thing. Graf Manglers. He's just bashing metal into metal at this point. It is just metal on metal stomping. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You feel these wonderful butterflies in your tummy with excitement. But yeah, you crawl and kind of skitter away. But again, as you move and kind of crawl and run throughout the deck, you just feel this vibration getting bigger and shaking. In fact, yeah, so you'll get to kind of an air duct that pretty well can kind of access most of the ship. However, you start seeing, all of you start noticing this sound, this almost phasing, and you see a lot of these skeletal metal warriors and abominations disappearing, one after the other. And you can see this green glow from out the porthole, this deck. You see what the ship was kind of attached to you guys, docked, is starting to kind of move and undulate, and this green glow is happening, and these warriors are just disappearing, and you're still in the midst of the fight. Something's going on. I'm going to give you all kind of like one little action here. We're going to start with Graf. You're bashing these guys. The one that you didn't kill is backing away, almost to prepare for something.
I didn't tell you to go nowhere.
So I start charging at him. I grab my buzzer and I just start swinging my buzzer at him.
Okay, is this like a buzz saw, by the way? Okay.
Yes, like a surgical bone saw,
okay.
like an oversized surgical bone saw.
Sure, everything's oversized, baby. This is like Texas. We got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, what are you gonna try and like lop its head off?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Give me with that, give me a strength.
So strength is +1. Already 17.
Ooh,
yes.
Yeah.
So 18.
Yeah. What's the damage on that?
I didn't put a damage on the buzzer.
I'll give you. I'll give you like a. Let's say D6 +1.
Okay.
Seems all right.
Yeah. Four.
Okay. Yeah, clean off. Head gone, hits the ground. You can see that just moments before that green glow was almost trying to take it somewhere. It's nothing. Hacked its head off. Gone. You start noticing that your comrades are kind of scattered across the floor. Like most of your crew is kind of just taking these incinerating shots through their chest and through their eyes, and even heads are missing and all that. And you can feel it too. You feel in your boots that there's just this rumbling, almost not rhythmic, but just sporadic rumbling and vibration of the ship. Morkius, the feathered one. What do you got? You're still toe to toe here with one of these destroyers.
Can I see the other things starting to disappear?
Yes, you do. Yes,
him?
you do.
All right. Internally, I think, did I do that? The hat is going, that was all you.
Okay.
You're amazing. But is the destroyer dead yet, or is he still clinging alive?
He's clinging. Yeah, he's
clinging. All right, we got to finish.
His servos are kind of starting to fail. He's on the ground almost. He's trying to pick himself up. Yeah, he's damaged for sure.
I said, "Be gone, foul beast!" And then I blast
him again. Where are you going to try and hit him?
I want that head.
Okay.
Give him the head.
I want that head.
All right, go for it. Give me, what is this, presence roll?
Yes, and I grabbed the wrong guy.
He's a bigger target, so we just need a DR8.
I got a 5.
A 5. No.
I got a 5.
No.
I don't think that's good.
No, in fact, he's going to lunge at you. So with his hyper phase blade, he kind of like gets himself in a position where he's going to try and like use all 3 legs to just hurl himself at you. So give me a speed check, please.
No. Also a 5.
Wow. So this green glowing long, almost like semicircle blade is just flying at you. This giant metal kind of like spider skeleton is going to just like come at you at your face. And it's going to do... Okay, what's your armor do?
-2.
He's gonna get you in the chest, and you're gonna feel it go through some of your armor and start slicing at you. He's kind of pushing you to the ground almost as you guys are like you're falling backwards, and he's gonna start almost pinning you down. So you're gonna take a damage.
No.
What's your HP at?
I'm at 3 now.
HP check, everybody. Grubbins, what are you at HP wise?
I got 3.
Okay, and Graph?
5 out of 6.
Cool. All right. And let's go to Grubbins. Did you have your last little moment here?
No.
Okay. Yeah. You see Graph just hacking with his buzzsaw. I mean, he knows what to do with that thing. You've seen him hack hundreds of.
It's not surgical
before.
Precision.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be, but he hits right. And you see Morkius, this plume, this beautiful peacock feathers, flying. He's tussling with this Necron. He's getting shoved around. You see him take something to his chest there, but he's still kind of got his own. He's holding the blade against him, or away from him rather, as it's getting pushed against his chest. Yeah. And you really feel something's about to happen. In fact, you start hearing what sounds like metal breaking above, below, and all around you.
Oh. I'm going to look around and... Well, wherever the nearest orc or green energy monster creature, metallic creatures, fight that.
Okay.
Or it disappears.
Yeah. Because you've kind of hidden, you've basically got the jump on 2 of them. You can see 2 are basically trying to make it towards your captain. He's about 20 feet off, but you can maybe launch yourself in their direction.
I
They've
definitely
got
will try to launch myself and jump on the back of one of them and give him the old.
all right. Yeah. First, give me a. What's better for you, strength or speed?
Speed.
Give me a speed check.
All right. I rolled a total of 6.
Oof.
You know what? I think I'm going to favor of Mork.
Favor
that
Mork?
one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my chance to be the best grot there ever did was be. Okay, and I rolled a 8 total.
Okay. Yeah, so Mark, one of those favor of Mork's gone. You muster that courage, you launch your small green little body, fly through the air, and you just boom, you hit the deck and you can't quite make it. Even you hitting the ground is just inconsequential to these creatures that are trying to attack you. You will take some damage though. So what does your armor do?
-1.
Okay, you're gonna take a damage for this, just from hitting that metal. Okay,
And honestly, Grubbins is like, that was the greatest moment of his life. He feels like he's never performed as good. No one's seen it either, which was super sad for him. But
it's
he's happy.
perfect, lovely, yeah. An explosion rumbles and you feel this heat wave behind all of you. You can sense that something's breaking apart. You can hear the explosion. You don't see any fire around you. The last little bits of those metal skeletons that were still charging have now vaporized and disappeared. The one that is on Morkius pushing down is still determined, but a metal beam swings from the ceiling and lops its head off, shrapnel flying everywhere. The weight of its body is pinning Morkius down slightly. Graf, you've got bodies surrounding you. Nothing's reforming itself at this point. In fact, Graf, you see the ship through the porthole that was docked with you guys start to grow smaller and pull away. And you see this gunmetal, black steel, green glowing ship turn and start leaving. The kind of all the controls, the mass of red buttons, levers, and everything starts sprouting sparks, and red sirens and lights start going off. These were crafted as a last-ditch effort to let you know something is going wrong. You hear your captain yelling orders, pointing at the helm boy, who you know as, what is his name? Dino Skaz Cooperlaw. The Cooperlaw. But his name is Dino Skaz Cooperlaw. Yep, we're nodding at you, chat. This is all for you guys. He is, you could see veins popping on his greenskin as he tries to right this helm up, but he is losing this fight. Fire starts coming in from the ceiling. Things are breaking apart. The captain yells one last thing. We's going down. Ah! And you almost hear this like laughter coming from his scream. Very strange, but he is just mad. He is mad with fury and excitement. You feel gravity shift, and your feet are almost leaving the deck. Everybody, give me a strength check. So we're gonna see if you can kind of hold on and brace yourselves. Oh, Morkius, what have we got? That face says something fun. Is that another 5? A 4. A 4. Okay.
Not doing hot.
Yeah. So you're kind of trying to shove this this like metal abomination off of you. but just can't seem to do it. And it's pinning you to the ground. And all the rumbling is almost like slamming it down against your body to creating extra weight. Yeah, just a lot of this.
I'm in a rough spot, chat. Help me.
Graph, what do we got? What do we score on that strength test?
A 7 plus 1 for my strength, so 8.
Yeah, you are unprepared as well. You were just enjoying the slaughter that you had before you, but boom, you get launched in the air. Give me a tough roll. Give me a tough roll. TUFF. Tough.
4 plus 1,
Okay.
so 5.
In fact, you fly up and boom, you hit the roof. You hit the ceiling of the ship. Boom. And you're coming down. So you're gonna take just 1 damage. You're gonna take 1 damage there.
Okay.
Grubbins. The ship is clearly breaking apart a little bit, and you can even see, you can look out the deck as the captain's yelling orders, and you see you guys have been in orbit and making your way a little bit closer to a planet that you were kind of orbiting around, hoping that maybe some Imperial ships would be cruising around so you could raid them. But you see this orange and reddish planet, and you get the sense that you're coming in hard.
Grubbins is in trouble.
And I rolled a 5 minus 2, so I got a 3.
Wow, you guys, you were not prepared for this. Great. I love it. Okay. So, last we saw that you were kind of on the ground. So give me you're going to fly in the air as well. And you're going to kind of fly towards one of the steel walls. Give me a tough test.
All right. I rolled I rolled not a natural 1, but a 1.
Okay.
I got it.
Yeah, you're going to take a damage as well. Boom. And in fact, it's almost like you're being pressed against the wall, and you're just kind of like arms and legs sprawled out, like held up against the wall as the ship starts kind of like careening towards this planet. Yep. Yeah. Your eyes and like skin start like tightening to your face. Yeah. And you see multiple crew members doing the same, just flying apart. Even small little explosions start happening on the deck here. And you guys are going down. So everybody's going to kind of brace for impact as much as they can. But you see fire against the porthole, and you feel the rumbling, and everything is coming down, crashing, and wham! You hit after about 5 solid minutes of this blinding speed. It's almost very exciting to you guys at some point, especially
Hell
you,
yeah,
Graph.
it is.
Graph, you're like, that speed was pretty cool. But you guys slam, everything goes black. You hear what sounds like just this groaning of orcs. You can't see, you just hear it. The sound kind of comes into your senses. There's like this high pitched kind of just this explosion that had went off. You start feeling dirt in your fingernails. You start feeling the warmth of like this green blood that you know to be yours, hopefully, or hopefully not yours, rather, coming down the side of your guys' face. And as you start kind of coming to this blinding light, this reddish hue, you feel that you've just completely crashed into this planet. So we're going to kind of flash forward a little bit here. So you guys are now in the wreckage of De Lovin' Mother. And as you guys kind of, after some time, like kind of gathering yourself, seeing what's going on, you see just this black charred land from where your ship hit. Everything is kind of has this red orange hue, and you see all of your comrades, or at least the ones that you can account for, blown into pieces. And just the wreckage of the ship is sticking into the ground, and just metal pieces are have flown everywhere, kind of just this debris strewn across the land. Let's see. Everybody give me just give me a straight up roll, a D20 roll. Whoever rolls the highest is going to be the winner for a moment.
12.
9.
14.
Okay. Morkius, you stand up and you survey what's happening, and you start seeing a couple of your crew members like standing up. One in particular is the Grubbins. How do you feel about Grubbins surviving this, by the way? What's your relationship here?
The hat wants his teeth, but I like
Okay,
Grubbins.
cool. Yeah. So you see Grubbins just kind of standing up, shaking himself off. And you also see Graf Mangler. He's still blade in hand, his buzzsaw in hand, clutched. But he's got blood coming down his face. How do you feel about him making it?
Clearly, he's greedy.
Yes. Yeah.
But I'm glad he's alive because he's
Yes.
useful.
Awesome. Good. Who rolled the lowest on this?
Me.
Okay. Morkius, you see... yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. You see Graf standing there with his buzzsaw, and you look, and you're just amazed at his balance, because the bottom part of his shin down to his foot is just missing. It's just completely gone, and he's standing there on one leg. Graf, you are just standing there. You don't even notice. You have no idea. But from like mid shin down is just gone. On which leg do you want gone?
Let's do right
Okay,
leg.
Yep. Right leg. Boom. Just most of it's gone there. But Morkius, you hear distinctly what sounds like a coughing, a hacking, and you hear the calling out of your captain. And you run over, kind of looking past where all this shrapnel is, and you turn a corner past one of the bigger pieces of this ship that has lodged itself into the crust of this planet. You turn the corner and you see your beloved and feared captain impaled through his chest with a giant metal beam. And he's spitting out just green blood, and it's dripping down his mouth. And he kind of notices you. And he's trying to motion over to you. He's calling. He said, Morkius. Morkius. And you see that he's motioning towards you. What do you do? Logan.
Sorry, got it. I go to comfort my captain while the hat whispers, "Take his teeth. Take his teeth."
Okay. Yeah, he beckons you over, and he's Marcus. Listen, you crump good. Take it, and he has clutched in his hands what looks to be some sort of like blackish clear parchment, almost rolled up like a scroll. You can see it might be even glowing and blinking in certain spots. You just can't quite tell. You grab it from him, and he hucks with his last bit of strength a small piece of what looks to be like ivory. You grab it in your hand and you look down, and it's remnants of a crushed skull. You can't even quite tell what kind of skull it is, and it's got carved runes throughout kind of the curved portion of it. You can see maybe a little eye socket, but it's just a piece of a skull. These runes you can't quite make out, but they look pretty serious.
Can my hat make them out?
Tell me more about your hat.
So it's clearly just a peacock sitting on my head, basically. Okay. I can hear it talking to me. All the other weird boys and everyone else does not hear this hat talking to me, but I hear it talking to me.
Okay.
So I think it can see things others can't. Is the peacock alive?
Yeah, it's alive, right?
It's a hat. Maybe.
Give me like I'm gonna need an 18 up.
Ooh. Okay, here we go. Do I get to add
No, you don't. Whatever you should know.
Oh, dang it. I got 16. Oh. If I could add my whatever, I would have had it.
No. No. There's no recognition whatsoever. It does make the peacock angry though. Makes you sense that the peacock is really infuriated by looking at this.
Those aren't teeth. Throw that away and get me the teeth.
Grubbins. You hear with your one good ear right now, because the other one's still ringing. You hear a conversation happening, and you hear the voice of what sounds like your dying captain and Morkius talking. You're pretty close to them. In fact, you can maybe kind of like sneak over and see what's going on.
Yeah, I drag myself out of the wrecked ship, kind of dust myself off as I'm sneaking and crawling. And yeah, I make myself within earshot but not visible, and just kind of watch this situation happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you see Morkius. Are you cradling your captain? Is that kind of what you're doing? Like holding him?
Yeah, I'm cradling the captain. I have to cradle his head.
So you see your beloved and fearful Captain Becklin WAAAGH skewered. His body like 3 feet off the ground. He is impaled with this metal just rod, almost at like a 45-degree angle. It's like holding him partially off the ground. But you see Morkius like holding him there, and Captain WAAAGH reaches into his coat, this beautiful kind of leather and like almost like stitched in gold cloak, and he pulls out something you can't quite recognize. It's held tightly in his hand, and it looks to be almost tube-like it's rolled up, and he hands it to Morkius, and you can see there's even like little flashing dots or something, and then he tosses to Morkius this porcelain object. You kind of can't quite tell what it is. You see that it's broken off piece of something. But Morkius and the peacock. Does the peacock have a name? No.
It's just my
your at. It's your at.
It's
okay.
My at.
You see the at. Like the feathers start furling a little bit, just like fluttering as it observes this, and it's getting angry. But you see, you see your captain conversing with Morkius. Are you gonna? By the way, the captain still has his hat on. Still's got it right on his head.
Yes, I was thinking about it exactly, and I've just been looking at it.
Grubbins wants that hat. Grubbins needs that hat.
And I've just been looking at it. So I'm going to kind of hide in the shadows until their business is wrapped up, and hope I'm just crossing my lucky grot little fingers that hat doesn't get looted before I get to it.
Okay. Yeah. So, Graf, you wanna what do you want to do here? Because we got this scene between these guys. You're just you have no idea that that half your leg is gone. By the way.
So I'm just standing up. I don't even realize my leg is gone. I don't even notice my leg is gone. So as far as Graf thinks, he's still got both his legs, so he's gonna stand up just perfectly fine. Yep. He's looking around, seeing all the dead bodies. Kind of feels the blood off of his head, and just kind of shrugs. Pulls out a giant cigar from the pocket of his coat, lights it on like one of the open fires, and just starts smoking it. It's like, you're just thinking to yourself, "Oh, I made it!
Wonderful, wonderful! Oh, that's great." Yeah, Morkius. The light in your captain's eyes is starting to go out. You can tell he's got maybe a couple seconds left. But he pulls you in like really close. He grabs you by the collar, and he says, "I'm still your captain." And he looks at you, and you've got about 2 seconds before you feel you can lose him. You gonna do anything? No? You're muted.
I know. I'm sorry. I said no. I'm just going to let him pass in
Okay,
peace.
cool. Yeah.
I'm going to put my head on his head, and incidentally, the peacock is also going to touch his head.
Yeah, Grubbins, you see this kind of almost beautiful moment but he gets wrenched down, and they're face to face, forehead to forehead, peacock to forehead. Peacock's probably it's at to at. Both hats are just touching. And I would say you maybe don't even make out what he just said to him. You just know he pulled him in close and says something to him.
Grubbins is thinking he's like,
look at them orcs. They think they're so special. Yeah, they get to die.
And he's just kind of mocking this war boss almost, and the orcs kind of just
how many grots died? No one cares about the grot.
Just going on.
Yeah.
Just in the bed. So yeah.
Cool. Okay. The captain. Yep. Captain passes away. His limp body just hangs from this impalement. Yeah. Morkius, you're there kind of seeing this. You start to smell something though. Smell something really just horrible.
Did he poop? Did the body poop? And the hat says, maybe. Check his teeth.
Yeah, so his mouth's just open. Just he's got one big front left tooth hanging down and one big right one going up. So his bottom jaw coming up like this, and his top coming down like this, and he's got one gold tooth that's a little bit smaller right in his mouth there.
My captain, as I reach in to start pulling on teeth to see if I can take
it. There we are, gentlemen. The teeth. We got them. Give me a strength roll. It's not going to be that difficult. What did you get?
6.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a D4 roll. Okay.
2.
You pull 2 teeth out. You're able to pull 2 teeth out. I will.
Sorry.
Yes, you see this. You see this. Absolutely.
Do I look around and see there's other orcs? It's not just the 3 of us. There's a couple random guys, orcs walking around.
So, good question. As you kind of survey the scene, you do notice a few orc brethren, but they've started to collapse. As you start looking around, you're just noticing bodies.
Okay.
And
so
even just pieces of bodies.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's enough to kind of cause a little uprising right here and be like, he's looting the war boss. That's not the vibe right now I'm getting.
The vibe is people are just dropping. Orcs are dropping here. You do see Graf, though. You see Graf Mangler, and he's standing there just smoking like nothing happened.
Nice. Now that's a war boss I can follow.
I'm gonna kind of make note of him for sure.
Okay.
Wow.
And like, I'm kind of enthralled. I'm like, I don't even know what he has in his mouth. Like, never seen such a thing. But it's starting to get a little enthralled.
All right. Yeah. So as far as the planet goes, you guys, you remember that your captain was talking about an unknown planet, but that he wanted to kind of be around this sector in this area of the Vistalon Fazaldus sector, specifically the Alpha Primus area, as it were. Chat, I see you. And in fact, this could be that planet. He mentioned that you remember two words, and those words being Alpha Primus. This could be that planet. You're not sure. But it's the landscape is very rocky. Think like what we kind of attribute to Mars. It's rocky. There's big crags. What you guys do see is there's one major rock formation kind of central to where you're at. It's what looks to be a few miles off. But you see kind of like alien vegetation scattered around the area, some sand, but it's very deserty, and it looks like there's big kind of rock formations all throughout this area, but one main one really stands out to you guys. There's also what looks to be like large twisted roots that are grabbing some of these boulders. But yeah, there's just debris from your ship everywhere as well. What are you guys going to do here?
We should build shelter, so if a storm comes, we might survive.
Listen to this fancy git. He thinks he needs shelter.
Yeah.
Come, stand up if you're going to talk to me, little one.
Yeah, are you guys kind of where are you walking at? Like, where are you guys amongst this wreck? Are you still near the captain? The dead captain, rather?
Yes. I assumed I was at the captain surveying.
Yep.
And I assume Grubbins is coming over to, like, take the hat.
I'm just yelling
so
kind
he's
of
gonna get up
insults
the
from
body.
afar, kind of hidden.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of...
Reveal thyself, Grot!
Yeah, at this point, you guys just noticed that it's the three of you. You've pretty much done the count, and you can see it is the three of you and the three of you alone standing there.
Well, you...
Went into a different accent there for a second.
Well, you look like capable Gratgit. What do we do?
I'm looking at orcs,
You's in charge. You the boss now.
and I pointing at Graf there.
Oh!
I look between Grubbins and Morkius and point one finger at myself. What?
You's the boss now.
You are the toughest looking one among us. Clearly. Stroke the feathers of the hat.
I'll run over to the captain's hat, snag it off, and put it on Graf there.
Wow. Yeah. So I would imagine it's probably as big as you. This hat.
It's a drunk. Should I roll a strength test?
I think you should. Fuck it. Strength test.
-2.
Do it, do it.
Damn. Oh, I got a 1, but not a natural.
Okay. So here's the way I see it. You're dragging this thing towards Graf. Graf is standing there again, one-legged, like 1.5 legs, smoking. Morkius is yes, there's the sunnies. There they are, the shades. Love it. Morkius is kind of like pluming the feathers from his hat, but you are dragging the captain's hat, and you're like trying to like lift it up on your body, and even like trying to like climb on Graf to put it on him, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I pick up Graf. Or I pick up Grubbins. I just set him and the hat on top of my head.
Is he like Tiny Tim in like a Christmas story?
Wait, is his head sticking out the front?
Yes.
Because I have a very excuse me, does your hat talk to you like my hat talks to me?
I don't know.
I'm poking at Grubbins.
Hey, get your fingers to yourself.
I can hear him too.
He does talk to me.
Can you hear my hat? He can't hear me.
Yeah, Grubbins, how are you? Where are you on this hat, by the way?
I guess I'm just kind of sitting on like the front brim or one of the side brims of it.
Yeah, it's a tricorn. It's a big, like, kind of tricorn hat that you can see, and it comes out wide from the sides and wide in the front there, narrowing kind of at a peak.
My feet are resting on Graf's shoulders there. I'm thinking,
I mount a gun up here.
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm listening to these orcs now arguing. I got my boss. I'm happy. I don't even care what they're saying now at this point.
Okay. You guys feel the desert wind start coming in a little bit harder, and you get the sense that there's a lot of dirt just kind of being kicked up sporadically. It's not constant, but yeah, it's coming at you, dust and dirt, and it's kicking up a little bit of the debris of the wreckage.
Well, boss man,
I look at Graf like,
My head's talking to me again.
What's it say?
What do you say, little hat?
this boss man's... He's a dud.
What do you guys want to
Boss
do?
You have
man,
a very sassy hat.
boss man, what do we do now?
So, you weird boy, what'd you say earlier about getting some shelter?
The storm is coming, and we must make haste, so we are not caught in it. Make the grot do it.
Where's the grot?
I think he is your hat.
It just picks up Grubbins.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I mean, you guys want to try and make shelter? Is that what we're looking at doing?
Sure.
I think so. Well, I mean, we have to fix his leg at some point, so I think shelter would be part of
Okay.
that.
Does anybody want to point out that he's got his...
Yeah. Are you aware? My hat tells me you are not aware that your leg is missing.
What are you talking about? Of course my leg is just fine.
And he just turns down, looks at the fact that he no longer has a leg, tips over sideways.
as soon as he realizes, boop, yep, falls down. Yep.
and then he looks at the. Do I see the body of our captain?
Yeah. Yep, you do.
So I look at him. I look at my missing leg.
What about that? What about his legs? He don't need those.
There
It would
it
be an
is.
honor. You can honor our captain by carrying his leg. He said to me before he passed, he would always be our captain. And if he's a part of you,
Hey, my captain.
he's still
He
captain.
did.
Thank you,
Oi.
Grot.
Oi, but I'm your boss. What's your name, you little one?
Grabbins.
All right, Grubbins. Help me get over to the dead boss, so I can get his leg.
Is Grubbins going to hold
Yeah,
up your
that's what I
leg?
was
Like, just
thinking.
get under the stump?
Yeah, so he's kind of like your he's like your own leg. That's great. Yeah, you make your way over, and you just want to hack off a leg. Cool.
Yeah. Hack off a leg.
Are you going to do the
That's
right
not-
one or
yeah,
the wrong
it's-
one?
Let's hold on. Let's let the dice decide because I'm going to use my buzzer.
Yes!
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to hack off one of the boss's legs. 13.
Yep. Yep,
Okay.
you chose right. You got the right one. You hack it off. You get it. You get a pretty good surgical cut there. It may not be the exact length that you needed. Give me another roll and tell me if it's the low half or the high half of a dice. Doesn't matter what dice.
Okay. It is the high half.
The leg is a little bit long. You cut it, and you cut a little bit, not enough. So you're actually kind of like tilted a little bit on that side.
So now I'm walking like a peg leg. Great.
Almost. But yeah, you're going to graft it on there. So I think what you do is you just kind of like shove it to your stump there, and maybe as a pain boy, what kind of process are you doing of attaching this to your stump?
That's a good question. He's gonna try and weld it.
Okay. So what, you bring out that torch that you lit your cigar with? Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Give me. No, fuck it. Actually, yeah. Hang on. All of you. Here's how this is gonna work. You guys see him start kind of burning this skin together, melting it together. Everybody, give me a. Let's do. How many favors of Mork does everybody have? How many do you guys have left?
8.
4. Sorry, I went away from the screen. So 4. Everybody's got 7 total.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d10. If it is above the number of favors you guys have, this will not work. If it is below, he will successfully, quote unquote, weld this leg onto him. How many did you guys have?
7.
7 total.
We rolled an 8.
Oh no!
Oh no!
So as you start kind of burning, you start seeing that it's melting away the flesh, and it's just kind of going towards the muscle now. It's not sticking, and now we're kind of at the point where like you start seeing it's just like melting away. It's not stick. It's like, okay, here we go, hobby time. It's like when you're trying to glue 2 pieces of like a space marine together, and you just kind of start seeing it get sloppy. And if you're using like the Tamiya melty glue, like it's just not working. It's melting apart.
Ooh, that's not how cauterization works.
Yeah.
You might want to try staples or just metal things to hold it.
I like that idea. Oi, Grubbins, get me some little metal bits and we'll try and staple my leg together.
Yes, boss man. Yes, boss man. On it.
Yeah, I'll scour around just for any little bits of metal that
Yeah.
I think it's gonna do the trick.
Particularly, you definitely see some like really jagged, small little bits that could maybe be bent into what would form a
Oh,
staple.
this one's gonna look really nasty on the boss man. He's gonna like this one.
Yeah, you get about 6 of these, and he hands them to you.
I start stapling away.
I assume you don't have a stapler, so what I assume happening is you guys are bending these into like staple shapes and just smashing them into your leg, just beating them.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Just for the sheer insanity of it, absolutely, this is going to start working. However, that part where you were trying to fuse it together is just melted flesh, like just horrific. Like you could see like the muscle tissue kind of burnt away. Doesn't look that great, but yep, it is attached. You have part of your captain attached to you now.
Done.
Yeah. Are you guys going to try and build a shelter at this point?
How much of the ship is actually salvageable?
There's big chunks everywhere. In fact, like I mean, there's a lot of little, scraps and stuff, but your ship, I mean, held 20 of you guys. So it was a pretty sizable ship. It was a small raider ship. But there's lots of big pieces around that are far bigger than the size of you guys. Think of like a plane wreckage almost. Yeah.
From my knowledge of the ship, this ship, is it big enough to have vehicles inside of it? Like, would there have been some trucks in the hull of the hangar or any planes or nothing?
Nah.
Okay.
Nope.
Not that size.
Nah. You guys didn't make Planetfall much, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice leg, boss man. Should we try Orky?
What? Well, thank you kindly. Yes, let's try walk it off.
I'm just gonna point to like that big mountain you kind of mentioned, like the biggest landscape feature, and say,
What about there, boss man?
Did the captain have like a sword or something on him too?
Let's see. Let's roll for it. No, he does not. His weaponry is missing.
Okay, so I'm just gonna take my chopper, point it at the mountain.
That's where we're gonna go. We're gonna find a shelter to hide from the storm.
Yeah, you get a sense that it might not be a storm per se, but it's not going to be fun being down here at this time. And remember, so there's a bunch of like boulders and rocks and kind of even crags every now and then, kind of like all around you. So you don't get a full layout of this land, but you get the idea that if you were to climb that peak, you might be able to kind of see the rest of the surrounding area.
Does that sound like a plan? Or do we want to try and loot the teeth from the rest of the dead boys?
What kind of orc loots from the dead? Teeth? Come on, you're bigger and braver than that.
Teeth is teeth, lads.
Teef is teef. Why are we listening to a grot when it comes to matters of teeth?
Exactly.
Sorry.
You should be.
I would definitely.
My hat doesn't like you.
I will say this: as much as you revere your captain and your crewmates, Alpha Primus in the chat is right. You guys see teeth around you, and you see opportunity. However, you do start getting a sense of urgency that you need to find some answers. I mean, this is a alien world that you've crashed on. You have no idea what it's capable of.
Grab a few teeth and head for shelter or the hills.
Grab teeth off of one body, then we head for the mountain.
So everybody's looting mouths for one mouth for teeth. Okay.
Yes.
Everybody give me a.
Grubbins is not.
Grubbins is not. Okay. Cool.
No, he just gets robbed every time he has teeth on him. So he's like,
Okay. Do you want to try and take anything, Grubbins?
If the orc has, or the orc captain has like a telescope on him that I would have seen him use at one point, I'd snag that. But other than for that, I'm indifferent.
Are you going to rifle through his person?
Like if it's not visible on his belt, I'm not going to be rifling through him.
I'll say it absolutely is. Yep, you can see. Yeah, it's like it's not just kind of analog. Like it's literally like a almost like a camera. Like you can adjust and kind of like see. Think of it like a director's viewfinder, but like this thing comes out. And yeah. Fuck yeah, you see it. So he's got a telescope.
This.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Store it away.
Cool. Good. You've got it for sure. Yeah. All right. The dust is kicking up. What are you guys going to be doing? You guys going to try and summit that mountain?
Yep.
Okay. Are you all going?
Yeah.
I'm not staying alone.
Okay. Yeah, you guys make your way kind of through that. There's you make your way past the kind of graveyard of shrapnel, this graveyard of the Love and Mother. That was your ship. And you see your fallen comrades all around you. as you guys start walking, you start noticing there's lots of boulders, as I'd mentioned, but they kind of dead end into small caverns, large thorned vines gripping some of these rocks, jutting from the cracked earth. And as you start passing these boulders, you do see that there's pits of sand about 3 feet or 3 meters wide, just kind of scattered. Every now and then you get the sense that this sand shifts. And you hear a little bit of tapping. Just kind of not necessarily constant, but just this rhythmic, every now and then just, and you see the sand shifting slightly as you guys summit and walk towards this mountain. It's probably going to take you a couple hours to get there, but you feel you'll have a better 360 view from up top and hopefully be able to explore the alien world that you've crash landed on. And with that, I think we're going to end our session for the night.
Ooh, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Solid first session.
Sweet.
Mhm.
Yes. Well, gentlemen, very cool. We've got Grubbins the Grot, Graf Mangler, who's already...
Hey, that's Captain to you.
Yeah, Captain Graf Mangler, the Flash Kid. He has already performed surgery on himself. Morkius and his wonderful hat are making some crazy decisions, and I love the weird boy energy that's happening.
Promised I'd bring it.
You
and
did,
I did.
for sure. Gentlemen, that will be the end of our first session of our Freebootas RPG.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, a couple people were asking in the chat how many sessions we're planning on doing this time. We're aiming for 3 to 4, but honestly, I could see it going a session longer, as these things often do. But that was kind of our goal. People are saying 3 seasons worth. No sessions.
I would say you guys are probably going to hit, 3 or 4 sessions is probably solid. I think we paused at right around where I wanted you guys to. I think there's some stuff that's going to happen that's fun. So, yeah.
Nice. Yes, I can't wait to make more alliances and turn these two against each other. Do you guys like when you guys are creating characters like Gerald and Logan? Do you have like a goal that you're trying to accomplish? Like, obviously, don't tell me it now, but like, does a character have something he's trying to accomplish for himself, or?
That's a good question.
Yes.
Okay.
Depends on the game I'm playing, but for this one, it's just kind of make it up as I go along in true orc fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys not thinking 2 steps ahead, No, with the one leg.
I mean, it's like 1.5 steps for a graph because it's still tilted a little bit. Yeah. Awesome.
Cool. Love it.
Cool.
Well,
Are we jumping next week? How do you want to do this, Mark? Are we going to continue next week on this?
yeah, I think we'll do that. We're going to do this for the next couple Tuesdays possibly, but come join us just in case you want. Tuesdays will probably be when it happens. And we'll just be doing other episodes for the rest of the week. But yeah, if you like the RPG, come join us and I don't know, hang.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Well, closing out. How do I do this? If you want to support the show, donate to Patreon. Come check out Lorehammer Listener Lore. Go check out Grim Lore. Go check out Funkatronic Rex. Go check out Star Lords. Don't go check out Pokey Lore. It's not worth your time. And adios, everyone. We'll see you all later.
Cheers.